It was on sale. Good Popp here, and I got some good news for you feminists out there who hate my guts. Oh, edit that out. I'm not bashing on you this week, but there's always next week. Bachelor weights and measures. Winning! We all use these terms. For instance, you show up to your buddy's house to help him move, and you're expecting a buttload or an ass ton of stuff to move. In reality, it's a ton. We're trying to get us all on the same sheet of music and avoid a lot of this unnecessary confusion. Let us begin. Yeah. How many of you guys have ever used the term missed it by a cunt hair?
Did I say cunt hair?
A cunt hair equals passing or failing by 1 unit of measurement. Millimeter, inch, yard, second, whatever. You miss something by a slot C hair in football, you miss it by a yard. Well, the smidge is actually anything that can be contained in an overgrown fingernail. Cody Kane is a hell of a drug. Heavyweight champion of the world, Cody Kane. For all you people out there who chew tobacco, a pinch can mean anywhere from 1/4 of a teaspoon to 2 tablespoons, depending upon how long tobacco is cut. Those guys who grab the 2 tablespoon pinches, buddy f***ers. All right, next comes, a scotch or skosh. There's a T in there somewhere. Oh. And that equals anywhere between 2 tablespoons and 2 cups. Usually the volume that their ball sack can displace when dipped in water. The scotch really applies to you if you still have your balls and they're not bouncing around in some potato sack purse next to some lip gloss or a diaphragm. And if you're really unlucky, those balls are trapped within the diaphragm, sealed forever from air and covered in. I don't even know. That's how we leave it like blank like that. Just be careful about those Greenpeace chicks, because, they recycle their diaphragms. Herpetogonosyphilis! Ah! No way, no. A lot is anything that can't be carried in 1 arm load. And you cannot be assisted by bags or baskets. You're never gonna see one of us in the laundromat with a lot of laundry. I have bought new clothes on eBay and wore them so I could avoid doing laundry. Somebody says, well, he has a mess of fish and he has a mess of that. Guess what? Gonorrhea! No. That's 2 or 3 arm loads, unassisted. I'm sure we've all done this. Carry everything at once and look like a human Quasimodo with a shopping bag hanging off of every inch of our body. Because God forbid we should make 2 or 3 trips. I mean, now how many times you've been driving around in a rural setting and you need directions and you say, hey,
where is place X-ray?
And they say,
oh, just go down the road of peace.
That's redneck speak for 2 to 3 miles. Or you could be driving down 8 Mile in Detroit and there'll be a piece on almost every corner. Winning no. Avoid the hookers on 8 Mile. You can take a jaunt down that road a pace and then it'll jaunt off to the left. Any turn that is less than 90 degrees. Look, I don't wish to offend anybody out there with my accent, but I have seen Deliverance, and I do not wish to squeal like a pig.
You got a pretty mouth.
Oh my God, that's horrible. Next, we come to a common term that we all use. Ass load. Ass load does not mean what you think it means. Raging asshole. You're bent over in the open option position. It's dark. Things are slicked up. They're only a millimeter apart. What's going on? Oh my God! That is an alcohol-related incident. Ass load is really just an overflowing large shopping cart. Is that your kind of ass load? Yeah. No, not in my book. How many people have used the words crap load? Well, it's 1/2 an ass load. Where's the plunger? Pound down some Mexican food, and you might have a crap load drop out of an ass load. Oh, it's, no time. Just because we still have that fascination with butt play, we now have a shitload. 1 large car, usually a sedan, filled to capacity. Winning. Next, we get to shit ton. And that is 1 large car filled to capacity plus a large pickup truck and the expenditure of 1 give a shit from one of your friends to assist you. And we all know what that means. Lots of gas. Sorry. The infamous ton. What's going on? Oh my God! One large moving truck filled to capacity and the expenditure of at least one give a fuck from one or more friends. Do not try to jam a fuck ton into a shitload, even if you have anal ease. Ginormous is 2 moving trucks, the expenditure of 2 give a fucks, and it's usually the contents of a 5-bedroom home. If you're at the ginormous level, you're just gonna probably have to break down and hire some movers and let them expend their give a fucks.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
And if you thought that was a lot of stuff, next we have humongous.
The Lord humongous!
3 large moving trucks and the expenditure of at least 4 give a fucks.
Just walk away.
So people throw around humongous and ginormous like willy-nilly. You don't, come on. It's equal to the moving of a small farm. You youngins out there and you tweens, you gotta quit playing around and interchanging these 2 words because you don't know what they really mean. And if you are that young and you have a ginormous amount of shit, you're too rich and you have too much crap to play with, f off, edit that out. And then I've heard people use huge-mongous or huge-among-us. That's a fat person in excess of 500 pounds. It's not fat shaming, it's math. You wamalos hanging out there in Walmart, park as close as you can and use the electric scooter, you're well on your way. Since when did being obese become a disability? Why don't you park at the back of the lot and walk your ass in, you fat bastards. Next, we get to motherload. It's gonna blow up. 10 or more large trucks or 1 complete freight train of stuff to move. And this usually requires multiple give a fucks given by corporations. I know some single mamas out there who have had the full freight train, if you know what I mean. Winning? No. A little bit too much yogurt slinging going on. They keep saying, you know, I pay out the ass. Okay, well this is what that really means. It is so expensive and so egregious that actually costs that individual part of their soul and 10 years off the end of their life. If you don't want 2 shots in the butt and a harsh talking to by your doctor, be careful when you're ramming your ton into the shitload. Yeah! It might be costing you out the ass. Then there is always up the wazoo. Yeah! And what that equals really is just 5 years off the end of your life. For all you huge among us people, you like to eat out the ass?
It's not about butthole pleasures at all.
And then up the wazoo. Diabetes McDonald's, winning? No. 6 people to carry you out of your house and knock a wall down while doing it. Last but not least, we have yonder. Oh. It has 2 definitions for 2 groups of people. For the white trash, it means anything that you can see from the comfort of your porch. Usually, while drinking a beer. Not like I know anything about that or anything. For redneck, yonder means anywhere from 5 to 10 miles and may or may not include a terrain feature of some type, like a mountain, valley, hill, or lake.
Well, you just go down there yonder until you hit the Taco Bell, and then you turn left, go for a piece, and then it'll jaunt off to the right, and then you'll see the VW Bug with a little statue of Jesus on the front. You'll know when you've gone too far because there'll be a big, huge, humongous man on his porch eating Cheetos off of his man tits.
Holy shit, that was horrible. Hang on. I'm trying to get that image out of my head. I hope you all like this episode of Redonkulous.com Bachelor Weights and Measures. It's not politically correct, but it's politically direct. If you like this content, please check out our Patreon page. Some of you guys don't want to do the Patreon thing, which I understand. So I put a link on PayPal in the descriptions below. Hit the subscribe button, or I will drive up the road a piece to your mama's house and give it to her up the wazoo.
Because I'd be taking a shit or something, and then she'd be just out in the hall cleaning, and I would fart in the toilet, and I would say, "Excuse me." She's like, "You don't have to say excuse me if you're in the bathroom." So one time we were talking, she's in the kitchen upstairs and stuff, and the door to the half bathroom was open. We're talking, I'm like, I start backing into it. Boing! And then I just kept talking and walked back out. She's like, "Oh my God." I said, "What? You said if I did it in the bathroom, I didn't have to say excuse me."